As it relates to my interpretation of the 3 videos that we watched this week, the counseling sessions were similar to what I expected them to be. All 3 videos showed 3 counselors that continue to make eye contact with their clients. They seemed to be very attentive and they were interactive. The thing that did shock me was that the counselors did not write anything down, and that was something that I expected to happen in a counseling session. The homesick video, in my opinion, I felt like the counselor was leading the client to say things. That was something that kind of confused me because that was not something that I expected of a counselor. However, as I read chapter 8, I did notice that was one of the skills that a counselor should possess. Some characteristics of a counselor would be having empathy, asking the right questions, proposing a treatment plan to include a time frame of set goals, intervention and action, which proposes ways to treat the client's problems, and revisiting the progress to see if further treatment is needed or if the client is at the point to where services can be terminated. Based off chapter 8 of our textbook, some basic skills of a counselor will include asking open and closed questions, paraphrasing, summary of the session, encouraging the client, reflecting on the feelings and the meanings of the client. Also relating to skills, the text states that the clients seek counselors who practice based on the Rogers principles of congruence, empathy, and unconditional positive regard. Stating the characteristics and basic skills of a counselor and using that information to reflect back on the 3 videos watched, I would say that all 3 counselors did what they were supposed to do. Their counseling stayed within the guidelines of what is expected of a counselor, although the homesick counselor initially did make me believe that the way that she was conducting her session, as if she was leading the client to say things that they may or may not have actually felt. My question as it relates to this assignment still remains, should we write anything down? I know that we should be an active listener, but wouldn't writing things down help us to remember things, especially starting off? We won't remember everything that the client says right off top. So is that something that you all think would be beneficial to us starting out as a counselor? Overall, while everything that I've stated is important and things that we need to go by when we enter the counseling field, we must pay attention. If there's nothing else that we take from this assignment, we need to remember that we must pay attention to detail, body language, verbally, physically, and everything that needs to be attentive to, because there may be something that sticks out in a nonverbal manner that is very important to the situation at hand, but the client has withheld that information. Thank you.